Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Good sleep is everything. That's why Ollie's Science Bag Support is made with a blend of melatonin and L-theanine for both kiddos and grown-ups. So when your mind won't switch off, you've got something that can help. Your racing thoughts and restless nights won't stand a chance. Find Ollie sleep solutions for the whole family at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are listening to our premiere Xena Warrior Princess episode in the Buffering the Vampire Slayer feed. Kristin, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much have you been enjoying watching and talking about Xena Warrior Princess?
100 million, Jenny.
100 million out of 10. That's unheard of.
It is. I'm having the time of my life. And I can't imagine ever not podcasting about Xena Warrior Princess. So I just feel like you really unlocked something here. And, they say watching Buffy with your future wife is a rite of passage. And I think watching Xena with your ex-wife is also a rite of passage. And I'm having the time of my life.
You love to put forth that you are gayer than me. Gayer than everyone, in fact. But people in our Discord are saying that me introducing you first to Buffy and now to Xena Warrior Princess actually puts me at the top of it.
Well,
the heap.
Yeah, we're going to have to create our lists then, I think, and actually find out once and for all who is the gayest. Who is the gayest? Also, I'm done buying URLs for you, but peoplearesaying.com really would fit the bill, I think.
Maybe next life.
In all seriousness, though, we have been having so much fun. I got the freaking DVD box set from my library.
Incredible.
To really immerse myself in the vibe of the 90s.
And that, in turn, made you gayer than me.
Yeah. It's a really good time. And if you love the show or if you've never seen the show, you should definitely come and join us. We are doing this exclusively for our patrons. And we put the first episode here because, like they say, the first taste is free, right?
We wanted to whet your whistle.
Yeah.
But if you get to the end of this episode and you are like, I am having the time of my life. If you're looking like the little Maxell cassette guy blown to smithereens by the sheer power and glory and passion and danger of this podcast, and you want more right away, guess what? Our episode for Xena Season 1, Episode 2 is up on Patreon right now.
Conveniently linked in the show notes.
It awaits you. Join us. If you want, patreon.com/bufferingcast. We're having such a good time, and we're so excited to talk about more of this show.
Jenny's riding her horse right now, and I'm walking along beside her.
As it should be. Onward! Hello, and welcome to Kristin, Warrior Princess. Just kidding.
Jenny, I am so excited to talk to you about Xena Warrior Princess. As a matter of fact, we have 2 episodes to tape today. One is required. It's like the podcast we are meant to be taping for the main feed. It's a Watcher's Diary. And the other one is it's about Xena and we can put it up whenever we want. And I was like, can we do Xena first? Because I I've only seen one episode, but I have seen 3 episodes of Hercules, and I love it. I love everything about it. There is not one single thing I do not like about this show. That's my initial impression.
I'm so pleased that you're pleased.
I'm just so I was saying to someone in the chat, because we did a group watch of the pilot, that, and you know, I've been getting a lot of X-Files emails from folks who are like, X-Files is my show, it's my heart show, like it means a lot to me, and I'm not here to stomp on anyone's anything, and I'm sorry that like my journey with that show is what it is, but I said Xena seems to know what it is. Like, it understands the assignment. I am Xena Warrior Princess. I am a show where maybe I don't need to make the background villagers sound super realistic. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the point. Actually, it's fucking hilarious. I just feel like it gets it. It gets the assignment. And the X-Files, I don't think, knew what it was for a long time. Maybe it's settling into that now. But, like, Xena from before it was even a show, I assume that it got its personality from Hercules. But, like, it knows why it's there. It knows who it's talking to. And like, that's all I need. Like, I just need a clear understanding of where I'm at. And then I can decide if I like you or not. And guess what, Xena? I love you. So,
wow. To quote a popular 90s sitcom, bullets have left guns slower than you just burst forth. Ready to, present your findings and involve the X-Files. The X-Files is over in the corner like, hey, I didn't even I don't even go here. This isn't even about me.
I know. It's just my personal television journey right now. That's all.
We are watching Xena Warrior Princess. I watched it as a kid very intently.
Actually, why Jenny is gay.
And Kristin has never seen it before. Mm-hmm. So we are on this journey. We are a woman with darker hair and a woman with fairer hair on an adventure together.
Although, like, right now in the light of our cameras, our hair appears to be the same color. But yeah.
Listen, that's not...
I'm the Xena, she's the Gabby. Can I call her Gabby already?
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
They call her Gabby in the episode.
Please don't.
Okay.
I don't think she's ever called Gabby again. I assume she's being called Gabby by like her sister or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. That you won't. No.
Okay. Well, in my notes for this episode, she's only referred to as Gabby, so I'll put that down.
Jesus Christ.
I'm ready to party, Jenny. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're ready. You're really ready to party. Okay, so let's talk about some stuff. Like you say, Xena seems to know what it is.
Yeah.
And you're having a blast.
Yeah, and I was thinking about when you first were like, you need to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and you put on season 1, and I was like, this isn't really my vibe. Like, I don't really know, you know? And how, like, what I have done if you put on Xena, I'm sure I would have felt the same. Like, I feel like I'm coming to Xena at a particular point also in my, like, viewing journey where, like, I already have the ability to say, like, okay, like, is this like particular shot, or is this particular demon or cyclops or whatever, like, how do I feel about them? Whatever, like, that's not the point. And I don't know if I would have viewed some of the, like, fantastical elements of the show the same way if I wasn't here right now in 2026, like a decade into, fine-tooth combing Buffy the Vampire Slayer and, like, related properties. We've watched Firefly. I have been reading fantasy and sci-fi and horror since Buffering had a book club. You know, I'm more steeped in, like, the worlds that I think Xena, like, gave strength to, or like lifted up or whatever. So, I can't say that I would have felt the same 10 years ago, but my brain was ready. My heart was ready.
10 years ago was a very different time for a lot of women with whom we're concerned today. Now, as I'm saying this, I'm like, did they actually check, like, time check that in this episode? Basically, you will hear Xena talk about 10 years ago a lot. 10 years ago is her warlording heyday, I guess.
Well, but, like, some people in the chat were saying that she's supposed to be, like, 18. So that can't be right, because then she would have been...
No. Gabrielle is supposed to be 18.
But then what's the age? I know we have a lot to talk about, but like one of the things that I was like surprised about on my first watch of the pilot was I was expecting Gabrielle to look the way that like I see Gabrielle in photos on the internet, you know, and she was like instead sort of portrayed as this young girl. And like the discrepancy between Gabrielle and Xena, I didn't anticipate. So I was like, how old are they supposed to be? And I don't know if
time is you just need to let go of time as like some kind of like fixed
okay, sure, no problem
construct. It's very I want to say loosey and also goosey.
Wibbly and wobbly.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Well, I love that we're starting Xena when 10 years means a lot to us. And it also means a lot to her, because that makes me feel like perhaps we will tether ourselves also to Xena's
once
arc.
again.
Yeah, we're hitching our wagon to Xena now.
I should probably say that Sins of the Past, the episode we're discussing today, the story is by Rob Tappert. The teleplay is by R.J. Stewart. It was directed by Doug Leffler, and it originally aired on September 4th, 1995.
All right. Great job. It's almost like you know that we're making a podcast, and I'm just here to hang out.
You know what?
The roles, how they have reversed. Give two girls a decade and see what happens.
Okay.
So, Jenny, I asked if we could talk about the pilot in this episode, but also the Hercules 3-episode arc. Probably, I assume moving forward, we'll talk about like at least a couple of Xena ups at a time. But
depending on the episodes, but yes.
This one seems, I mean, honestly, the pilot itself seems big enough to stand alone. Not that there's like a ton that we have to dig into with Hercules, but that's the agenda. Hercules followed by Xena.
Yeah. Well, you got to watch 3 episodes of Hercules, so you saw the Hercules credits 3 times.
I did.
Which features a lot more fantasticality than the Xena credits.
The minute I saw the Hercules credits, my mind like shuttled back to me being like, no, I don't think there'll be anything fantastical. And I was like, cool. The entire credits is just like flying beasts and other mystical, magical creatures. My very first note about Hercules is this is porn, this is gay porn. Granted, I'm starting on episode 9. I don't know how the pilot of Hercules starts, but the first scene of episode 9 of Hercules is like Iolaus and Hercules like forging a fucking knife together, and they're both like shirtless and sweat. Like it legit could be the opening.
Fellas, is it gay to forge a sword with your bro?
You were watching Hercules in real time too? Like, did you watch Hercules?
Oh, yeah. When these shows became a reality, I was like out of my way.
Yeah. Do you think that I have so many Jenny questions too, like as we dig into these childhood shows of yours? You're watching Hercules, Xena comes along, right? Are you're wanting, I assume, to be Hercules. Are you wanting to be Xena? Are you wanting to save Xena? Like, what is your emotional relationship to Hercules v. Xena at that young age?
This is obviously something we've talked about before. And in this particular case, I don't know if I have a clear answer. I think I was watching Xena being like, what's going on? You know what I mean? I think I was more at a point of like, something's happening and I don't understand it. Kristin, there is an episode later. Oh my God. That is like, my memory of seeing the episode in question is right up there with the story that I tell you all the time about watching Rocky Horror with friends and being like, oh, here comes the cool part. AKA the part where like everyone's making out in a swimming pool, including 2 girls, and everyone else is just like, the cool
Jenny's like, ooh, an orgy. That's so cool.
Yeah. So my answer is I don't know. Probably out of all of them, I was like, I'd like to be Hercules, please, because as you see, Xena's frequently wearing skirted. Even though she's wearing she has cool leather armor. It is skirted.
It is very.
Also, as we've discussed, boobs out. Don't you want to protect those too? Your heart is right there.
I wasn't sure if you were like, I now know that you were saying like, Xena, you should probably also put armor around like the full boob. Like you're only protecting like half of the boob and you should probably protect the whole thing. But also it sounded like you were like, wouldn't you want to protect, like as Jenny as Hercules, wouldn't you want to protect those? Keep those safe.
Also that.
Yeah.
Totally.
I literally, my first text, I'm pretty sure to you, Jenny, was, she wants Hercules dead? Question mark, exclamation point. Couldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah, Kristin, you told me very, like, in no uncertain terms, you were like, this show's not going to be anything like Angel. However,
it's like the precursor to
a tall
fucking Angel.
Brunette seeks redemption, which feels forever out of reach.
Yeah. I couldn't. There's a moment somewhere in my notes where she's literally like, I need to make amends. And I was like, God damn it.
You were like, do.
Yeah. So according to you, the timeline is about a decade of like savage killing. That's like,
yeah, I'll let the show hand wave that sort of general
but
time
we
frame.
see it like, and I think that was really shocking to me because the first episode, I mean, her arc is real quick. We only get, I'm sure we'll get flashbacks, just like Angel eating rats and also like, you know, killing a bunch of people. But for me, a first time viewer, I'm ready for Xena, the like warrior princess, saving everyone and being good. And of course, she arrives on the scene. And I think that what I said to you is, so she's a slut and a bitch. Pardon my anti-feminist or perhaps pro-feminist language there. But she is literally just fucking everyone and killing everyone in the first introduction to her. And it was not... Because I didn't know that her arc was a redemption arc, like I just didn't see it coming. And I was into it. I was like, clearly I know we're going somewhere with this, but like I will take this episode 9 and run with it. Fine. First romantic pairing, Iolaus. That checks out. Definitely a lesbian. Second romantic pairing, Hercules, also checks out. Fully a lesbian. Hercules and Iolaus, lesbian relationship. Great talk.
Isn't it Aeolus?
Oh, Aeolus, whatever.
Sorry, I don't want to get a bunch of emails, but also we're never going to talk about Hercules again.
But I might talk about Aeolus again. Okay. You know, you never know.
Were you, okay, I love Hercules and Aeolus lesbian relationship. That does feel right. What do you think about Hercules, a tall man with like darker hair, and Aeolus, a short man with blonder hair?
That's you know, this tale is old as time. The gay love story is old as
This
time.
universe has a blueprint that it likes to work from.
Give so much money to get Xena and Angel sitting at a bar together. I would give maybe my soul to get Angel, Faith, and Xena at a bar. Give it to me. I want to hear them talk, all of them, about the sins of their... That's the title of the episode, Sins of Their Past. Okay? Let's hear it, guys.
Should we write that episode?
Yeah. LaToya, can you hear us? You're great at writing TV. Can that be a thing?
Help.
Okay, I have a question for you, Jenny, which you may or may not know the answer to. Did women start chanting in song in Hercules before Xena arrived? Or is that, like, does that arrive with Xena?
That music cue is, I believe, entitled Warrior Princess. And you will hear it on Xena.
Wow. My brother-in-law, actually, I can't remember do you know the guy's name who does the music for Xena?
Joe LaDuca.
Joe LaDuca. My brother-in-law is like having lunch with him or whatever and was like, I'll see if he wants to come chat on the podcast.
Yes.
So that might be a thing in the future.
Yeah. That would be sick.
Great. So backflips, bunch of them already seen on Hercules. Just want to register that. Also, Bruce Seth Green.
No relation.
No relation. in the Xena verse, well, in the Hercules verse, I guess.
He directed that first episode 9 of Hercules, right?
I actually don't know. I have him in 13, but like he may have also done 9. I only noticed his name in. 13.
We're really not concerned about the details of Hercules right now.
I'm not concerned.
Or ever.
I would like to establish myself as not concerned with any details at all for this podcast. Okay, I'm here to have fun, and no one can stop me.
100%, and I would not dare to try.
Thank you. You mentioned fantastical beasts in Hercules. There's a beast named Gragus that is hysterically funny.
You know what? Yeah, I want to bring up a picture of Gragus right now because.
And I'm so glad, so in the 3-episode arc on Hercules, Darphus is the villain who Hercules and Aeolus and Xena are united against by the time we get to the end of the arc. And I am so fucking glad that they did not roll Darphus over into Xena, and that instead we get Draco, who is so hot. And I can't wait to see so much more of him. And that he is he's really giving problematic fave right from the jump,
Yeah.
And, anyway.
Man.
Did you look up Gragus to look upon his beautiful beast?
I'm pretty sure that I won a contest to design a monster on Hercules. I'm pretty sure this was created directly from an illustration that I put in an envelope and put a stamp on and mailed
at age 14,
as a child.
13.
Yeah, this is a monster by committee. This is monster roulette. Somebody was like, okay, 2 legs or 4 legs? 4 legs. You're putting these ping pong balls that say 4 legs into a machine. And then you're like, reptile or mammal? And you're so we're undecided. The snout on this thing and the ears and the stance. It's really a lot.
It is, but I think this is 95. Well, I don't actually know. Maybe 94 here in Hercules, but whatever. It's solidly mid 90s. You could even say early 90s. And these kind of effects, I don't even know if you can call Gragus an effect, but it's still so bad that it's good. It's really in the next handful of years in television and movies when things will teeter a little bit in hard quotes better and get so much worse before CGI kind of figures this shit out. But I'm super here for Gragus. I wrote once we get into the pilot of Xena that the Cyclops, the perspective of Xena on her horse and the largeness of the Cyclops is it's not perfect. It's silly. But it reminds me of watching the Dark Crystal or it has something practical embedded. Gragus doesn't have anything practical. Okay, I know that. But a lot of the effects on these shows are still more in the practical lane than they are in the CGI lane. And I love it. I love it for all of its silliness. And maybe that's because of how we were, when we were coming up in the world and what we learned TV to be.
Yeah. There's, not to get too ahead of ourselves, but there's a lot of practicality, when the gal pals encounter the Cyclops, that is forced perspective. It's, they're just making it happen with some camera tricks.
So the Cyclops is super close to the camera and Xena's far away. Okay, I didn't actually even know that. I just assumed there was a green screen, they did the Cyclops scenes and then they overlaid the Xena scenes. Either fucking way. I love it more in the forced perspective, definitely. But I don't know, it's just fun. Is there anything else to say about Hercules apart from she starts bad? But literally there's 3 episodes and she has slept with the 2 main characters.
I know. She's really just and somehow it feels like we're almost led to believe that banging Hercules is there's 12 steps when you're in recovery, right? And then how many steps are there when you're going from being an evil warlord to seeking a path of redemption? You have to save a baby.
Yep.
You have to bang Hercules.
Yep. Check.
And then you're well on your way. And then you have to get a little blonde sidekick. So she's almost there.
And she has to get at least one new horse, though by Jenny's telling, there might be another horse. I was so upset when her horse was a boy. No offense to that beautiful horse.
Here's the deal. The horse gets misgendered. The horse, throughout the series, the horse is canonically female. But in a number of episodes, at different points, after it's been clearly established that she is female, she is misgendered as a boy numerous times.
Maybe she uses both he and she pronouns, or maybe...
You know what? Maybe. Or maybe the writers who were coming in to make one episode didn't read previous scripts.
They were
that
like,
hard.
horse, clearly a boy. Horses are boys. Yeah. Dogs are boys, horses are boys. Cats are girls. Bunnies are girls? I don't know. I had to pick a second animal. I'm watching Xena season 1 on DVD that I loaned out from my library. The month is June, and I told Jenny that I think it's the gayest way I've ever celebrated Pride in all of my 45 years.
Congratulations, and you're welcome.
Do you want to hear what trailers were on my DVD
Oh, yeah.
box set? So there was a trailer for Heroes, a show that I'm pretty sure I did watch some of. Then there was a trailer for Warehouse 13, which everyone was all abuzz about in the chat because I think other folks have the same copies of the DVDs that I do, like the same version. Warehouse 13, is it just X-Files done again but differently? Because it's like 2 agents sent out into the middle of nowhere to investigate, and then it's like supernatural. So
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Looked interesting. There was a movie called Leap Year starring Amy Adams, and then and plenty of other people. What's the guy's name from Severance that I'm Adam Scott is in the movie? The thing that I enjoyed, I think, the most was the final ad, and the final ad was for Blu-ray, the technology. Everyone was so excited about Blu-ray, the technology.
What? No.
Yes.
Explain how you advertise Blu-ray, the technology.
It's like basically like you have no idea what you can now witness on your television screen with Blu-ray. Things are better than ever, bigger than ever. There was, I'm pretty sure, a direct quote that said, "The sound will blow the roof right off your house," which like
What?
And there was also my favorite
That just doesn't sound accurate.
My favorite little clip was that I'm pretty sure it was the AOL guy, the like yellow guy. He was blue, but it was like that guy. He picks up a telephone cord and plugs it into like the internet to get the internet working. He's like, this is faster than ever. And like that was the animated graphic. And I was like, okay, I'm immersed now. Like I'm ready to intake Xena Warrior Princess.
You're time-stamped.
Yes, I have, some people have surround sound. I had surround nostalgia to get me into the viewing.
I forgot DVDs even had trailers.
Honestly, me too. I saw people talking about them when we did our live watch and was like, what do you mean trailers? But I guess like wherever you could put a trailer back in the days when you weren't streaming everything, you just pop it in there, get it in there.
That's what...
Also, I learned that I sadly have already learned that the magical boomerang is called a chakram.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel with that knowledge?
I feel fine, but I still will lovingly, in my soul, call it a magical boomerang. I mean, it is. Why not both, right?
You can have it both ways.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, are you ready to talk about?
I'm ready. I'm ready for the pilot.
Sins of the Past.
I'm so ready. I took my notes with an untethered glee. Like I was just singing through my notes. Yeah.
I'm so pleased to hear it. Okay.
My first note was, well, actually it's not my first note, but I've talked already about some of my first notes. But do you think, so she's like, I was bad, now I'm good. She's on her horse in her armor. She stops and she takes off her armor and her chakram and she buries it in a half of an inch of dirt.
Yes.
Do you think that she had other clothes packed? Because she's in a slip and I just feel like she didn't really have a plan.
I'm sure she would have figured it out.
She was like, I'm not going to be a warrior anymore. There's only one way to be a warrior and it's bad.
Right. She was rejecting the lifestyle and then immediately, just immediately, to have these villagers being herded by baddies into the same clearing where she is doing this burying, which is so ineffective. And she like just it's like so cramped and like it's just really giving Pilot, you know?
Yes.
She just like backs into the bush and is in plain view, but is
like
somehow
no one
hiding.
cares because they're fleeing these horrible men.
Right.
I think that, but like when I say I love it, I think that this is why, because I'm like, it's not even it is not trying to tell this bit slowly. It's like, yeah, okay. So she was bad and now she's good and she hit her armor and then she realized she could like whatever.
Right.
Moving
Well, hey,
forward.
let's not forget the very beginning of the episode is basically a previously on Hercules. She's like riding her horse and she's flashing back to being a warlord. And then she like comes upon this kid. She kind of snarks at him. And he's like, my parents were killed by Xena. She's like, have this bread and cheese. The least she could do after, checks notes, throwing thunderbolts and breathing fire that killed his parents.
Aww. Also, the way that kid smirks when he gets the cheese, like, is he evil? You know, like, I thought he was just an orphan, but
maybe.
He smiles like, gotcha. Like, his parents are fine. He's not even from there. He's just...
In this universe, it's always good to keep in the back of your mind, is that Zeus?
Oh, shit.
Is that Zeus in disguise?
Oh, shit.
I actually don't think Zeus ever appears on this show.
Oh, my God.
But, you know,
I can't wait till someone disguises themselves as Xena and she has to play Xena, but... You know what I mean? The like, who are you of Buffy? Like, she's Xena.
Yeah.
It's Xena's body. But
well, some might say it's the appropriate title of Xena episode of Buffy.
Right. But like for me, for my journey, there are... Okay. I'm just going to read a couple notes.
Okay, I'm ready.
Gabrielle's... I'm sorry. This is what I've written. Gabrielle's village is under attack by this guy named Victor, who is from Brooklyn and also looks like Woody Woodpecker. Okay, that's where I've begun. We immediately learn that Gabrielle is really brave because she's like, "Take me," and the guy is like,
see Xena's
"Dude,
face when she says that."
What?
Do you see Xena's face when she says that?
No, I didn't notice Xena's face when she said that, but I did notice that the only time Xena falters in her battle is when Gabrielle punches someone. She legit gets knocked to the fucking ground. She's been
but she
kicking
is
swords
aware.
into people, but then she sees Gabrielle punch someone and she falls down.
Yeah.
The Foley of fighting. Also one of my favorite things so far in this show. It is like comic book fighting, like or like cartoon fighting almost. Speaking of Woody Woodpecker, it's like like fast punches and the like thwacking noise is very like cartoony.
So the fight choreography is very inspired, as I understand it, by Wire Fu, which is like a Hong Kong cinema.
I could see that
thing,
too.
That I really wanted to read a lot more about before we taped, but I accidentally instead ended up finding an article titled, okay, so Kristen, we're not going to hear the horse's name until episode 6, but her name is Argo.
Oh, okay.
And I found an article entitled Secrets of Argo, which is an interview with Argo's trainer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say an interview with Argo, and I was so excited. I'm still excited about the trainer, though.
It's, you know, in a time of ancient gods, warlords, and kings, sometimes television shows had, well, I guess this is still the case for some TV shows, but, I'm looking at the cover of Xena Warrior Princess magazine, and I am agog.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
This is where I believe this interview with Argo's trainer originally appeared. Argo is made up of 3 different horses.
Oh, wow.
Chilling.
Like, there are 3 horses that play Argo, not Argo.
No, sort of a Frankenstein's horse situation.
Are you going to tell us more about Argo now, or are you saving it up for when we get more Argo?
Well, yeah, we could talk about Argo more as the show goes on, but this is what I got distracted by when I was like, I should do some quick wire fu research.
We have time.
We have so much time.
I know Lucy Lawless and stunts is a whole thing. Like we'll get there in time.
But yeah, her like grabbing the staff and suspending herself horizontal, like parallel to the ground, and kicking a bunch of dudes in the face in a circle. Men are always willing to stand in a perfect circle so that Xena can assault them in rapid fire succession. It is great.
There's a line in the last fight scene from one of the background villagers. I honestly, my favorite character is the fucking background villagers. Like I could do a whole podcast that's just what do they say in the background of this episode of Xena?
Yeah,
and
Xena. No, Xena.
Someone says, "Step on me, Xena," and I was like, "Wow,
was that me? How did my voice get into the show?"
Get there? Yeah, new T-shirt dropping soon. Step on me, Xena.
Yes, that is actually essential.
Okay, great,
Kristin. I was really excited to talk to you about this, like the whole like NPC ADR dialogue situation, because as you know, I have been involved in an audio fiction production.
Yes.
Details to be announced in the future. But it has a large cast, including there was an entire day of what they call walla recording, which is where you get a bunch of people who are all in the background reacting to stuff, much like these various villagers. So I got to zoom in and watch like 12 people be like, oh, or oh my, and all like react to something. And that will eventually be part of like the sort of like sonic tapestry, like that like builds an audio world, which is really exciting. I'm hoping it will be a little more seamless and feel more natural.
I'm sure it will be
than the villagers on Xena. But I love the villagers on Xena. They're so funny.
They're just so isolated. Like it's like they're never overlapping. It's like one line at a time. And I hope it never changes. And I feel like it's
the same guy doing like a very slightly different voice.
They just give him the like episode and he sits at the mic and like responds.
Whoa, hey. Also, since you mentioned the sort of like the sound effects of the fight, I want you to know every time Xena turns her head and goes whoosh, 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 that is iconic. Someone has gone through the trouble of counting every single whoosh that happens.
Wow. In
the entire series. And the sort of the central hub for like the Xena fandom is the website is called Whoosh.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe it?
I can. I love it. I love
this is where
fandom, and I love this crazy shit, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
The fighting, okay, so you didn't do wire fu research yet, but
no, we'll talk about that more in the future for sure.
I'm gonna, if it's all right with you, just give everyone a breakdown of some of the beats in the first fight scene that meant something to me.
That meant something to you. I love it.
Because we're established, this is the pilot, right? So like we have to establish, and they do, that Xena is an incredible fighter and also that Draco is an incredible fighter. Like we have to know that they are the baddest of the bads when it comes to battling so that clearly they can battle each other and definitely fuck again. Okay, sorry. Xena throws a sword up in the air so far and it would have landed directly on Victor had he not rolled out of its way. She kicks a sword from the ground into another soldier. We see it fly, perfectly straight line. Incredible. She uses a pole, you've already talked about this, that's in the ground to what I call roundhouse kick. Is that the proper
Well, that is not roundhouse kicking, but I love your spirit.
It seems right. You know what I mean? She's going around. Anyway, she kicks like 7 guys while ululating. Is that how you say it?
Ululating.
Okay. And then she uses the remains of that pole to catch like 4 swords from 4 dudes who are coming at her. Once she's gotten that as her anchor, she flips over the pole, picks up the pole, and slams all 4 of them in the face.
Incredible.
Then she gets distracted because Gabby punches someone and she falls down.
Gabrielle!
I'm sorry. Gabrielle, I'm sorry. I'll be better by next time. Then Then we learn that her chakram can actually cut fucking swords because she uses it to just like slice the tops off of like 4 swords.
I'll remind you that you saw her throw her chakram and have it hit like 3 dudes in the face in Hercules.
Well,
but,
it's magical, so it probably is like
it changes. It
yeah.
changes sharpness.
It's like when her intentions are in it, you know. So she's
totally.
Like, and then in what I believe will become a recurring thing, and I hope, because it's my favorite, she is laughing, Lucy Lawless laughing and then ululating, like almost while laughing and kicking the ass of some dude is like, it's just a good energy. I love it so much. Yeah,
get ready to see Xena looking unbelievably joyful while fighting for the rest of the show.
The laugh is just
fighting.
It's just really good. It's really good. And the like, you know, the whole like embrace your Draco later. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead. But like this idea of like embrace your darkness, Xena. There's just like Xena ululated. So Faith could 5 by 5 is how I feel right now.
For sure. Yeah.
You know? Wow. And then we go to the credits. That's as far as we are.
Now, we watched the credits a couple times together last episode. Any new observances or revelations surfacing?
To be honest, I was like, put a pin in it. Like, I didn't even really watch them very closely. Like, I was like, okay, the credits. I'll deal with that another time. I have so much more to deal with. Except you did let me know that the water guy was Ariel's dad. What's his name?
No, he's not.
He is. Yes,
he's Poseidon. Ariel's dad
Triton.
is King Triton.
Damn
they
it.
are both men of the sea. Excuse me.
Anyway, Poseidon, right.
Okay.
And I know that guy. Sure. Kristin here. I want to talk to you about Jones Road Beauty. You may have heard me talk about this wonderful company before and how much I love using their Miracle Balm in particular. I also use their moisturizer, and as of late, I have also started to use their foundation stick. What is really exciting to me is that I have also seen recently pictures of some of you, our listeners, who have also started using the Miracle Balm in particular. And that's so exciting that you are loving it as much as I am. It's fast. It's easy, and it's also really good for your skin, which to me is the most important part. Every formula is packed with skin-loving ingredients. It's nourishing instead of clogging or caking, and it looks and feels natural, like you're not wearing makeup at all, which, as you know, is key for me. Modern day makeup that is clean, strategic, and multifunctional for effortless routines. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a free gift on their first purchase when they use code BUFFERING at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com and use code BUFFERING at checkout. After you purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Hey everyone, Kristin here, and I want to tell you about a book series that I'm really excited to start reading, and one that I've heard a lot about from both friends and listeners of our podcast. It's called The Legacy series by Melissa K. Rorick, and it is very much made for fans of dark romantasy. The first book in the series was an instant New York Times bestseller, and the most recent book, Storm of Secrets and Sorrow, not only has dragons and gods and incredible world building, but it also has a mental health focus, representation of neurodiversity, and queer characters. If you're a fan of Amber V. Nicole, Rebecca Yarros, or Kaylee Smith, and you're looking for a fantasy that is equal parts emotionally devastating and completely addictive, you should pick up Storm of Secrets and Sorrow by Melissa K. Rorick. There is a deluxe special edition out now with stenciled edges. It has a gorgeous foil stamped hardcover, and it's an exclusive design with illustrated end papers and full color character art. Very cool stuff. You can find Storm of Secrets and Sorrow, Book 2 of best-selling book talk sensation Melissa K. Rorick's Legacy series, wherever books are sold in print and in ebook.
Starting or growing your own business can be intimidating and lonely at times. Your to-do list may feel endless with new tasks, and lists can easily begin to overrun your life. So finding the right tool that not only helps you out, but simplifies everything as a built-in business partner can be a game changer. For millions of businesses, that tool is Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names like Gymshark, Rare Beauty, and Heinz, to brands just getting started. Shopify has hundreds of ready-to-use templates that can help you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand's style. And you can tackle all the important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. No need to save multiple websites or try to figure out what platform is hosting the tool that you need. And if people haven't heard about your brand, you can get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you, with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns to reach customers wherever they're scrolling or strolling. Start your business today with the industry's best business partner, Shopify, and start hearing. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. That's shopify.com/realm.
Okay. Gabrielle is already obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
She's obsessed.
But she's also already engaged, betrothed.
But that doesn't mean that he can order her around. She wants to stay and talk to Xena because, Jenny, she was
Bella is a
born
word of warning.
to do so much more.
She's studied maps and the names of places.
Xena's
And,
like,
and don't we all have to start somewhere?
she's so. Do you know off the top of your head the actor's name who plays Gabrielle?
Oh, Renee O'Connor. Do I know that?
I just, didn't want to put you on the spot. Renee,
Sure.
This actress is like so something, and it's almost like she's so close to me being like, I don't know. But because she's that close to it, I love her. Like, she's so committed. There's a theatricality to, like, I imagine the character, since she's like, I recite poems well later. But, like, there's a theatricality to the character, but also just in the way that she delivers lines. And at first I was like, uh-oh, am I not gonna? And then, like, within 3 lines, she was so committed to it that I was like, no, I'm fucking in. Like, I'm just in.
Mm-hmm.
Xena says, you don't want to make me mad now, do you? And we all say that's actually exactly what she wants.
I think so.
I think that's the whole vibe. And then we meet Draco, who is really attractive. And may I posit, also a lesbian.
Draco does have some very sapphic qualities. I just want to say that Draco is the first instance, but will certainly not be the last, of you being able to identify something looking maybe different than the show, wanted it to look, and the way that it looked like in the 90s on broadcast TV, on like largely tube televisions, at a specific...
like high, are you talking about like high def?
Yeah, I'm talking about high definition. I'm talking about all of the way, like the remasterings of shows that have continued to occur that, like, came out 30 plus years ago. And just the way that our televisions look and their definition, right?
Yeah.
In modern times. When you watch this show on your like big boxy TV in 1995, I think Draco's headpiece looked a lot more like it was his actual hair in like, I think what was described by somebody in our Discord as maybe a Dutch braid. I am simply too gay to know what different braids are called. But
I thought it was like intentionally a headpiece, like a thing he was using to hold his hair.
I am pretty sure it is just supposed to look like he has kind of like an undercut.
I see.
And then a big Dutch braid. And that is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of things that are intended to look like hair that you can definitely tell are not. That you have to look forward to.
I looked up this actor because
what a hottie.
Yeah, exactly. Jay Langaya, I believe is how you pronounce it, and I actually did look up how to pronounce it via the fact that I like looked him up, looked at some of the things that he had done. He was in two of the like precursor Star Wars, I think 2 and 3. But the thing that I was so excited about is that one of his kids, his daughter, Catherine Langaya, is playing Moana in the live action Moana that comes out like this year.
That is sick,
right? I know. I was like, so, and not to like diminish his work and like his career, but I just thought it was so fucking cool to be like watching him 30 plus years ago and then to like learn this thing that is current right now for his daughter. That is pretty epic. So I looked up an Instagram video of her where she says her name, and I believe, I mean, I'm sure I'm not doing it exactly precisely, but it's Langaya. So yay. Can't wait to now see live action Moana and know that Draco is her dad.
Wow.
Important establishing thing with Draco and Xena, I think, is sorry, Jenny is so excited. What do you need to say?
I was going to say something before we get into may I?
Yeah, please.
We'll find out if it would be better for this to be first or for your thing to be first. I'm sorry.
No, I think that the definition of this podcast is both of us being too excited to get to the next thing we want to say.
Okay. What do men and women want? Women want you to spare the village.
Mm-hmm.
Men want you to join with them.
As they do.
That's
not
what I got from this
spare
scene.
The village, yeah. Well, I mean, the general vibe of Draco is it's very, I'm sorry, I know that I pull Buffy up a lot, but this is so adjacent, and also it is the show that I have studied the most. But this is giving real Spike Buffy energy, right? Like, we're either gonna fight each other until one of us dies, or we're gonna fuck until a house falls down. Like, those are the only two options.
Why choose?
Spike and Buffy said, why not both? Very much so. But I feel like, that's what's being established. And the reason that I said like Draco seems immediately like a problematic fave is because Draco isn't just the villain in this episode. Like, the fucking Darfus doofus, if I may, from Hercules was just a villain. He was just evil. But Draco is like, hey, don't go home. I went home and I got beat up. Like, I literally got kicked back out of my home and beaten up. He really, I think he has a line like towards the end that's like, why are you fighting for them? They hate you. Like, you can tell that he's got his own shit and that he's choosing the darkness. He just wants Xena to be with him. It's not just simple, I'm evil. He's got a story. And I love it.
He does. He's not like other warlords.
Exactly. Hashtag not all warlords.
Were you excited to see, as Gabrielle is attempting to leave and run away under cover of night, she like knocks a bunch of shit over very loudly, waking up her sister? Mm-hmm. Were you thrilled to see that she is indeed the Bella Swan of the piece?
I really was. She uses lines in the first episode like, let me use some logic, and I can read poems well. And so it's like, and like, so the fact that she's like clumsy but also like uses her intelligence to like get out of situations, they're doing the job of a pilot. They're letting me know who everyone is going to start as, at the very least.
Yes, Xena operates with her fists, and Gabrielle operates with her mouth.
I will say caution to those who are watching episodes with me, because I avoid all spoilers at all costs, but I also am I'm not very perceptive, but if you say something, I'm going to pick it up in the chat because I don't look anywhere else. I accidentally, and maybe you want to redact this, saw that Renee, what's her name, who plays
O'Connor?
Renee O'Connor. I was like looking up to see something like if she had done theater, and it was like Hacks episode blah 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 as herself, and I was like, whoops. I found that out. Anyway, that someone in the chat, or a couple people in the chat, when this scene between Gabrielle and her sister Lilla happens, were like, Lilla, we love Lilla, and I was like, shush. For all I know, Lilla is in one episode, the pilot, and now I'm pretty sure that Lilla will be a character that has some consequence in the future. It's fine, but just be careful because I'm picking up all your little crumbs.
Okay, so how about this Cyclops? Our first mythical being.
I love him. I love that we learn that Cyclopses are not too bright. That's a fun fact about a Cyclops.
Is it established that not all Cyclopses are bright, or is it just this guy?
No. Gabrielle says, like, I'm lucky that, like, Cyclopses aren't that bright.
I thought she said like thank the gods for like whatever. I think
like singular.
Just maybe hashtag not all Cyclopses.
Okay.
Cyclopsi, Cyclopses.
Okay, so yeah, I love this guy. I love that because Xena is good now. Like she blinded him, which is a kind of a big deal for a Cyclops. That's like their thing, you know, is their one eye. But now she's good, so she's not gonna hurt him. She's just gonna de-pants him with her. And this is what I'm saying, right? Her magical boomerang. It can cut a sword in half, or it can just zoop, slit your little belt.
Shortly after Xena goes on her way, Gabrielle rolls up and says, being an adventuress isn't so hard, and immediately gets a cage dropped on her. I do have questions about how this Cyclops and an entire cage could like sneak up on you.
Well, she was so in her moment.
In the moment.
Yeah, she was really like, because right before she says it's not too hard, this is like the most relatable content for me. She's going across the bridge saying, the bridge will hold me up. The bridge will hold me up. The bridge will hold me up.
Totally.
Oh, by the way, Draco is being all evil. He's going to pretend, but is he? He's going to pretend that Xena's army is actually attacking her own city. And like, yeah, maybe he's just evil, but also maybe he just doesn't want her to get hurt when she finds out that like her mom hates her anyway. So complexity.
It is complex. What do you think about Xena sort of like jump kicking a dude, like a flying
I named
kick?
it.
Mm-hmm. What is it called?
Well, it's not the flying kick. It's the whole move. I called it the kick.
You do a flying kick the guy off the horse, and land on the horse. What's it called?
But then you also jump off that horse and kick that guy. You chop that guy off his horse to get.
Totally.
You got to go forward on the horses. I call this the kicky punchy caterpillar, Jenny. Okay.
Sure.
The inching up closer and closer to fucking Victor from Brooklyn was hilarious for me.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, this is my favorite new move," but then right after the kicky punchy caterpillar, Xena does her boop 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 move, which this is the next time I texted Jenny, like all fucking caps. I'm sorry, Jenny, but she just went boop 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 and said, "You've got 20 minutes to live." What?
That's called the pinch around here, Kristin.
Wow. And yeah, folks in the chat, let me know that acupressure points and Xena are a thing. So can't wait to learn more about that. This is also me with Gabrielle lying on the path. Just like, I'm going to just lay here until the answer comes to me. It reminded me of, and I'm sure I've talked about this on a podcast somewhere before, but when I was in college, I had 2 roommates and we would lay in our beds. There was a bunk bed and a single bed. We'd all be laying in our beds watching television. And we would have the door open. So like, you know, we could just like see what was going on out there. But then when we were ready to go to bed, we didn't want to get out of bed. So we would just wait till someone walked by and said, "Why is your door open?" And we'd be like, "Could you close it for us?" This reminds me of Gabrielle just laying there until the answer comes to her.
Oh my God.
In the form of this man who won't do what she needs until she figures out he just wants to be able to tell his stories.
Okay. Are you ready to meet Xena's mom?
Yeah.
Well, because it's sad.
It's so sad. I mean, it ends well. All's well that ends well. But like, they just go so hard, so fast. Like she gets home and her mom takes her sword, and then she's like, "We would rather die." Well, maybe a villager says that. "We'd rather die than accept your help. She says, Mom says, this is not your town. We are not your people. That's enough. I am not your mother."
Brutal.
Man.
Just brutal. Now, is that the most devastating part of this scene, or is what I'm about to tell you the most devastating part of this scene?
What?
The woman who plays Xena's mom, Cyrene, the actress's name is Darian Takel. Guess how old she is right here?
Oh, God. I think I saw
that beautiful jingle!
She's 45!
Yeah.
She's 45.
Just a podcast about Xena hosted by someone who could be her mom.
I was like, I just had a feeling when I was watching this scene. I was like, I just gotta check and find out. And right on the nose.
To be honest, she looks pretty great. She's not looking like in 1994 or 45, if you ask me.
But you are old enough to be Xena's mom, according to this show.
Well, that's the thing. So then how old could Xena possibly be?
In those days?
That's true.
Old.
Could have had her when I was 12.
30?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Okay. Be still my heart. Draco is going to multitask. Watching him go about his operations while simultaneously beating the crap out of this guy who is like giving it his all, and Draco is basically using his pinky.
Yeah. And then the stupid idiot has the audacity to pick up an axe and try to, because he wasn't even necessarily going to kill him. And then Victor, picks up his axe and goes to throw it at Draco, and Draco just like zoops him with a knife, a sword, whatever. And then
get someone to clean off my knife.
Fuck yeah.
It's like Draco's not going to clean off his knife, and even the guy who he's giving the command to is like above cleaning off the knife of Victor from Brooklyn's Blood and Gore.
Okay, so in, what is it called where Xena's from?
Amphipolis.
In Amphipolis, I thought it was kind of important that, so the villagers are against Xena for sins we don't know about yet, but she clearly did something very she brought shame upon her village, and also it seems her brother died as a result of this, as well as like a lot of the other village boys. So
I think what's established in the episode is that she led her village in battle, and a lot of people died as a result, including her brother.
But like, I mean, if that's really all she did, I mean, not like it just.
And then she became a warlord.
Yeah, like it just feels like if she was doing it nobly, like, I don't know about I'm not your mother, but like, right.
Well, I think that the rejection, I'm not your mother, is more
about the warlord.
You know, yes.
Okay.
You know, I'd like to think that if my son became a warlord, I would still have room in my heart for him, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't make any guarantees.
Yeah. But they like are against her, especially when they find out that her army is marching against their city, which of course it's not her army, it's Draco pulling a prank. But it's a girl.
Draco's been ululating.
Yeah. But it's a young girl that throws a rock at Xena first. And I felt like that was important. You know, like it hurt. It hurt more. I think it hurts more that like it wasn't some dude with a sword. It was like a young girl that threw a rock at her.
Yeah.
Luckily, don't worry, Gabrielle is here. Let me throw some logic at you. I love her. She talks them out of attacking Xena. And so then she picks up her sword. Gabrielle picks up Xena's sword, hands it to her, and they leave. They get to the horse, Argo. And Gabrielle says, I could probably get up there behind you. Gabrielle is legit me, like, flirting. So I could just sit there, yeah? Yeah. Xena's like not into it. I mean, please, Xena's fucking into it. But like, Xena is saying no. But then Gabrielle's like, I saved your life. And she's like, you know what? I am a true warrior and a true princess. Come on up here. Get up here on Argo. Let's go. They were horse mates.
Okay. It's time. It's time for a big staff fight.
Is it? Wait, but they go to see her brother.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they go to her brother's grave.
Okay, sure, fine. Who cares about Xena's brother? Maybe I do. I don't know yet. But what I care about is this. Xena talking to her brother. Okay? She says, it's hard to no one. She says, it's hard to be alone. And then Gabrielle walks around the corner and says, you're not alone. And then, Jenny, they have significant eye contact. Hit the fucking jingle. I'm bringing it in. Now we can go fight on some scaffolding. Also, I just want to give a shout out to this fucking guy in the village with the hat who's like, do you want my loot? You could take my loot. Who wants my loot? Like he just wants
somebody
to give
please
loot.
take my loot.
Please take my loot.
Oh man, were you ready for this? Were you ready for this
No.
scaffolding fight that quickly moves onto the heads of villagers?
I can't handle it. Also, because this is like so 1995 and in this like genre of show, I feel like, or maybe all genres of show actually, if it's 1995, like they're fighting this very serious fight. They're on the scaffolding that they wind up on the heads of the villagers. But they're not just only on the heads of the villagers. There's like these cutaway shots to like the guy whose hat gets turned around and oh no, now his scarf is in front of his face. Like it's like really slapstick, silly moments that like are completely unnecessary, but also I just feel like they ground you in the like seriousness of the show. Like it's gonna be serious, but also it's still gonna be Xena Warrior Princess is gonna be a little silly. And it's fucking chef's kiss. Get LaToya in here. What does she think? I want to know how she feels about this show. I love it. Oh, and I guess it was "Come on, Xena, walk on me," which was the line. But I'm still gonna go with my original T-shirt design.
Step on me, Xena.
Step on me, Xena.
Oh man. Okay. It really did something to me when Draco said, "You're gonna die for these people, and they despise you."
I know.
Like, yes.
That's what I'm saying. He cares. He like he didn't want to be hurt. He doesn't want her to be hurt. He just wants to be evil, so he never has to be vulnerable and actually face the pain.
Yep. And even after she wins,
she wins.
She
wins because Gabrielle trips the guy who's gonna catch him.
Oh yeah.
She's like, I know what'll win this battle. Some clumsiness. Let me trip this motherfucker. Mm-hmm.
And then she does step on Draco. After he gets up, one of his goons is throwing a dagger at Xena. And love triangle. Gabrielle is like, Xena! But Draco is the one who catches it and saves her. Oh, because he loves her.
Yeah, and he also says a deal is a deal. Like, they also have that in common, I think, Xena and Draco. Like, you know, Gabrielle saying, like, I saved your life, and her being like, okay, yeah, like, you're right. Like, I do owe you this. This is big enough for me to, like, owe you something in return. And Draco being like, a deal is a deal. Like, they are established. Draco, more importantly, I think, because we know Xena is obviously good. But I think Draco is established as a man of his word, which is why I write in my notes, I feel like maybe Xena should have gotten him to promise a little more than leave this town by sundown. It just doesn't seem like overarching enough of a like there's just, you know, just
I
leave.
agree.
That's the whole promise. Because okay, well, we're gonna see you again, Draco, and honestly, I can't wait.
Okay, this guy with his loot wagon, Xena passes.
This guy he put all of his loot in the wagons, and now he has to.
He's like, he doesn't want to unload it.
He doesn't want to take it out. He's like, I'm tired. Can you just take it?
Cyrene forgives Xena and calls her my little one.
Yeah, that killed me.
I'm sorry, I have to go pick up my son from school right now.
Yeah, I gotta go get my daughter. My little one. Xena can't stay for long. My notes, I have first girls campfire.
First girls campfire. Gabrielle comes stumbling out of the woods. She can't hang with the mosquitoes. She wants to be by the fire, and Xena ultimately is like, you can sleep over there.
Yeah. Gabrielle's not the little girl her parents wanted her to be, Jenny. I don't know what that could mean, but
we've all been there.
Also, I feel an important dynamic is established, like, even before this, but Xena rolls her eyes and then smiles. I just feel like that general 1-2 is going to happen a lot between, like, Xena toward Gabrielle.
Yes, it will.
Do you want to talk about the last line? The last things that they say to each other?
They're on the move the next day. Xena on a horse. Xena on Argo. Mm-hmm. Gabrielle walking. Get used to that.
That doesn't seem right.
Mm-hmm.
Too hot for TV, I guess.
All right, friend.
All right, that's what friends do They stand by each other when there's trouble. Xena says, all right, friend. Wow.
Okay, before we wrap it up.
Yes.
I've got a question for you / a poll for our listeners.
Okay, great.
You ready?
I'm ready.
What's the gayest line in this episode, Kristin? Is it?
Great.
Is it, I could get up there behind you? Is it, she'd never let a man get close enough to do her?
Oh, yeah, we forgot to talk about that. Like that.
Gabrielle, about Xena.
Yeah. I want everyone to know that Jenny's looking at the inner cover of her notebook that has Post-its on it. And in my mind, there's one gay line on each Post-it.
Okay, when Xena says that Gabrielle's betrothed, seems like he has a gentle heart and that's rare in a man. And Gabrielle says, the gentleness is not what I have a problem with.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or is it when Draco says, I've dreamt of being with you in love or against you in battle, and you won't give me the satisfaction of either.
Oh, God. Okay. If that, that's really hard. So it's either choice 1 or choice 4 for me. The first one, remind me of the specificity.
I could get up there behind you. I could get up there behind you.
I'm going to pick that one as my winner because I do think that it is kind of gay from every angle. You can't make that one straight no matter how hard you try.
Okay.
But that line from Draco is pretty fucking gay too. So, wow,
and
what a great fun poll. I was actually thinking I'm probably not going to do this because I'm just going to have fun. I'm not going to add more work for myself.
Okay.
But I'm glad you have a poll because
it just happened very naturally.
I thought, I wonder if I should pick out my 3 favorite villager lines from each episode. But we'll see. If there's some real winners and they strike me enough, I will. But otherwise, we'll let Jenny rock out with her gayest line. Okay. Poll. Very fun. Wow. Happy fucking Pride, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Happy Pride indeed. What a delight to bear witness as you watch Xena Warrior Princess for the first time.
I want to let you know that if you are listening to this episode, this very first episode in our main feed, this is the only one you're going to get here. So if you want to hear the rest of the journey of us watching Xena Warrior Princess together, come on over to Patreon, patreon.com/bufferingcast. Truly, in my opinion, there's never been, since Jenny was writing an original song for every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I do not think that anything else has been as incentivizing as this content.
There's never been a better time.
Never been
to
a
join
better
us
time.
on Patreon.
Yeah.
Come watch this totally wild show with us. It's the best.
Well, I'm Kristin Russo, and she's Jenny Owen Youngs. And, I don't know. We're just 2 girls
on an adventure.
Ululating.
Yeah, we'll do a little workshop before the next episode. Till next time.
From the parents behind Law & Order comes a mystery the whole family can enjoy. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries. Step into the whimsical world of Patrick Picklebottom, a precocious 11-year-old with a love for reading and an uncanny ability to solve mysteries. Inspired by the beloved children's book of the same name, this podcast vividly brings Patrick's tales of deduction and everyday adventures to life as he unravels baffling enigmas and solves clever cases. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries is perfect for kids and is just as entertaining for grown-ups who love a good mystery. The whole family can listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
The war is over, and both sides lost. Kingdoms were reduced to cinders, and armies scattered like bones in the dust. Now the survivors claw to what's left of a broken world, praying the darkness chooses someone else tonight. But in the Shadow Dark, the darkness always wins. This is old school adventuring at its most cruel. Your torch ticks down in real time, and when that flame dies, something else rises to finish the job. This is a brutal rules-light nightmare with a story that emerges organically based on the decisions that the characters make. This is what it felt like to play RPGs in the 80s, and man, it is so good to be back. Join the Glass Cannon podcast as we plunge into the Shadow Dark every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/theglasscannon with the podcast version dropping the next day. See what everybody's talking about and join us in the dark.